Alright, I've seen a whole load of Arakov TV, I think his channel name is, his, videos that he's made based on like when females thirst for guys and when females simp over guys, whatever fucking antics he's on. Are you kidding me? 10% battery already. I decided to make the video because I've seen this and I've got some ideas from it. So I was maybe about half an hour ago watching a video and from the channel, and it was about this guy going to play pool with a girl because she was offering online to play people and to buy them a free drink if they win. And he said, long story short, that he got the drink. He brought his own stick, got the drink, and then bounced because he didn't feel comfortable with being filmed, which is more than fair enough. I think Arakov TV, he called the guy a legend. I wouldn't call the guy a legend. I would call him sane for doing that. The guy's not pussy whipped, and he's a legend for that alone. No, my standards are higher than that. Not a dig at that guy. I don't know that guy. And it doesn't seem like he's really been on any sort of dickhead antics for me to say to dig at him. I mean, it does sound like with this sort of when females thirst over guys that he needs to go outside, but big fucking deal, man. Whatever he does is his business. But anyway, I must, even though I've said what I've just said, I must thank him. I must thank him. Otherwise, I would not have this video idea and this video would not be up at this point in time that it's about to be up after recording it. So even though I've said what I've just said, I'm not sorry. I meant what I said. However, by that same token, on the flip side, I am thankful because I've got the video idea, the idea to make this video from that guy. So I must give credit where credit's due, even though I may think that when females simp over guys titles are kind of strange. Those sorts of videos are useful though, and I'm going to actually get onto that. That's going to be predominantly what this video is about. But anyway, going back to the pool situation, which I'm thankful for him actually putting his thoughts on video about. Seriously, I mean that. I am thankful. The guy who he was talking about, he made a video on his thoughts on the matter, to which Arakov TV said, "You're a fucking legend." Now let's go back to the guy who we're talking about in this video here, not Arakov, the other guy who was playing the pool. He pulled up a specific comment in particular, and she was it was a female, and she was basically saying she was a 10. Why wouldn't you want to stay? And after seeing that, I've been thinking now. Oh, actually, I'm gonna put the phone on charge. I've been thinking now. There are extremely heavy implications that when she says, the female commenter is saying that the female that was there was a 10, she's strictly referring to her looks, how beautiful she is from a visual standpoint. And I'm thinking, are we as a society, as a generation, Gen Z and the millennial generation too, have we on average become so socially inept that we are judging people's visual beauty and maybe even personality traits strictly based off numbers? That's what, as a society, what the average bloke, Joe and Jane, will go to when describing the opposite sex, on the premise that they're heterosexual and that. oh, she's a 10, therefore you should date her. No, sorry, therefore you should have stayed. Like Arakov said, or Arakov TV even, whatever his name is, she genuinely could have had a shitty personality. I personally, I strongly disagree with defining my thoughts on a person, my thoughts about a person using numbers. Because if I allow it to, that could remove responsibility of actually explaining why I think the way I do, and actually saying what I think I talk completely, because you wouldn't be defining it with adjectives, you'd be defining it with numbers. For example, if we are talking about visual beauty, if you say that a female is a 10 out of 10, you aren't saying that, you're not explicitly saying that a female is attractive. You're implying that by saying that she's a 10 out of 10. As if there's no room for improvement. That's what that implies. However, I don't like that, even when saying it, because it's so vague. She's a 10 out of 10 in what sense? Are you talking about her visual beauty? Are you talking about who she is as an individual, as in her personality traits and the mindset that she seems to give off when speaking to you? What are the conversations like? Are they one-sided? Are they two-sided? In my opinion, like, these things could be very easily disregarded by defining your opinions on someone's beauty in the form of numbers rather than adjectives and explicit adjectives and clear explanations. When I say explicit adjectives, I'm talking about saying, I think she looks attractive, rather than saying she's a 10 out of 10. I'll call that like implicitly describing someone's characteristics. I might not actually ever do that again, because of the beliefs that I'm forming right now by making this video. But yeah, I really don't like that, because by doing that, it's very easy to actually disregard, like, what are you talking about? They're so vague. Are you talking about visual attraction? Are you talking about visual attraction alone, or is it more to it? It seems to me that when we say if a female is a 10 out of 10, we're strictly focusing on how the female looks rather than the female's personality. I have a whole load of thoughts on this, and I wrote them on iPhone notes. I apologise for the cuts, but there are going to be quite a few edits here, just so that I stay on track with saying what I want to say in the video and so that I don't miss anything. So here's the first cut. To me, from all of the stuff that I've seen on the internet, like with the interviews and that, and when guys, and maybe even females too, like with the comments that I was just talking about earlier, it seems that when we're describing a female's beauty, we'd more so strictly focusing on her visual beauty and overlooking the other traits that a female would expect from a man, such as social skills. And I think this point that I'm making here is that rather supported, that means, by the fact that visually sexually attractive females, such as Liz Hale and Jean Watts, in my opinion, don't really explain themselves well. It seems to me that Jean Watts has more of a brain than Liz Hale does, but I'm going to get into my thoughts on the both of them individually. When I talk about Liz Hale, I'm talking about the entirety of what she's put out on her YouTube channel. She said on at least one video that she has a TikTok and she's making like 3 videos a day. Oh yeah, right. With TikTok videos, 3 videos a day, big fucking deal. She sounds so brain dead, man. She sounds so brain dead. Let's get straight to the point and let's not sugarcoat it. In my opinion, she sounds so fucking brain dead. And if she's looking to date in the future and start a family, her social skills don't have to develop past what they are. Because visually speaking, she's sexually attractive enough to be able to start a family. She looks fertile. I mean, if we're talking from like down to ancestral levels, she seems fertile. Like wide hips. Wide hips are important down to an ancestral level, because the wider the hips are, the more space that there is for successful childbirth. And she's not an A cup. So with the breastfeeding in that, she'd be able to do her job. If we're just talking like strictly down to an ancestral level, she'd be able to do her job. Yeah, and the face looks okay. And of course, how you look is a major part of your sexual attraction, both as a male and a female. Your visual sexual attraction, if we're talking strictly on the face, that's like one of the fundamental parts of your visual attraction. Your visual sexual attraction. And because she's okay in that front, like, she'd be able to pass on sexually attractive genes, and then allow the evolution process to further happen. But to get back to the point now, because from a visual standpoint, she looks visually sexually attractive because she's curvy and her face looks alright. She does put on a lot of makeup though, and that is a part of it, even though that's not her, the makeup isn't a part of her anatomy. It is there to enhance the looks and make her look more sexually attractive from a visual standpoint. And I'd say the makeup, of course, is there to make her look like, well, to make females look like they have clear skin, no spots in their forehead like me, no circles on under their eyes like me, to make themselves look pretty. I don't know what it is with clear skin as to why that makes people look sexually attractive from an ancestral standpoint. I don't understand that. I'm not saying, when I say I don't understand that, I'm speaking very literally. I'm not saying I disagree with it. I'm saying I genuinely don't understand. I haven't done my research. But yeah, because the visual sexual attraction is, in my opinion, it's up there, because the face looks fairly symmetrical, even though face is a bit chubby. She'd be okay. And because that is the case, and combine that with her other features such as her curviness, just as people, or men especially, it seems like in the comment section they overlook the fact that she sounds brain dead, and it sounds like she really doesn't have any like social skills. She sounds like she'd be an absolutely boring person to speak to, because she sounds so brain dead. The reason why I say that is because she sounds so monotonous, and she seems so deadpan as well, almost as if there's nothing behind those eyes. One example of this that I'm thinking of in particular was when she was promoting the one of the cereals that she was partnering up with, I think. Like, if you look at her when she's promoting it, and you also listen to her voice, it looks like there's nothing there. I might actually put a clip up.
This is what I've been having for breakfast right here in this banana. This is the Magic Spoon cereal, and it is hands down the best tasting high protein cereal I have ever had. And you guys know I've tasted all the cereals that there are that are high protein, and they always have an off taste to them, and it's so annoying, but I always have to give up the fruity sugary cereals and like the good cereals because they just aren't good for you.
I was taking the piss out of her for basically the entirety of like the clip, almost from start to end. Just for future reference, the clip is 28.8 seconds long. So your mum, yeah, she seemed, as I said, mentally numb because of how monotonous she sounded, and it really seemed like there was nothing in between those. It seemed like there was nothing behind the eyes, nothing. So that was what I was talking about, basically. And the point of all of this, the reason why I got the proof in the first place, is to show what I'm talking about. It really just seemed like there was nothing there. And if you say that she is a 10 just off how she looks visually, then that would imply that there's no room for improvement. But obviously there's room for improvement. Obviously. First of all, she sounds brain dead. Secondly, why did she look crazy when she was saying, this is the best cereal I've ever had? It's like, I probably would feel low-key a bit concerned / scared if she was trying to advertise to try and get me to buy a product like that. This is the best tasting cereal I've ever had. You better buy this product. You better buy this product. But yeah, but then again, look at me. I'm lying on the floor as I'm making this video, as I was editing it. I was taking the piss out of her through the entirety of the clip, but I just didn't want that. She hasn't taken the piss out of me because of that. Because she hasn't taken the mick out of me, I didn't think it was right to just completely take the piss out of her through the entirety of the clip. But I meant what I said, and I'm not taking it back. She really, in my opinion, sounds mentally numb because of, again, how I've said, like for at least the third time now, the fact that she sounds so monotonous, in my opinion, and the fact that it looked like there was nothing behind those eyes while she was advertising the product. I have no idea why she opened her eyes up like that when she was saying it was the best cereal. I've tasted all the cereals. That was only one of the many things I was saying when I was taking the piss out of her on the voiceover clips, and that it was a lot more than just that. I was basically like, oh, is it just me or does she sound mentally numb here? And then there's like, oh yeah, all the cereals, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, all of them. And then I was like, yeah, the protein stuff, yeah, bad. I was just taking the mick out of her. That's not what I said word for word, but it was close enough. And I didn't think it was right that I did that, because she hasn't done that to me in any way, shape or form. She hasn't done that equivalent to me in any shape or form. I was literally, in my head, I was thinking of talking about the framing as well, but then my framing has been slightly off whilst recording this clip. We're all human, imagine that. Not only that, but I'm making this video lying down on the floor with no mat. So who am I to talk in that regard? Now, with this sort of female, of course, she's got the YouTube. She got the YouTubes. She got the YouTubes. She's got the TikToks, the TikToky, and she's got Instagram. Now, those may not be the only social media platforms that she's using as well. And with that in mind, imagine not only in person but through the thousands of followers just a small or maybe even a large portion of the thousands of followers that she has, not only on YouTube, but all of these social media platforms, other social media platforms outside of YouTube. Imagine how many times she's been called a 10 out of 10, just simply based off how she looks. And now that I think about it, it makes so much fucking sense to me. People are basically indirectly calling her 10 out of 10 in the comment section, because and I think this because they're basically saying, oh my god, she looks so beautiful, and she fits in the clothes so well, and she looks so amazing in the comment section. So many people, perhaps females too, males for the most part, in the comment section, it seems, due to there being many men saying this, or profile pictures having many men in it saying this. Like, imagine how many times in person she's been called a 10 out of 10 by people that are perceived to be visually, sexually attractive, and also not so much. And then combine that with all of the times that she's been called beautiful and looks so stunning by her female friends, her girlfriends, and that, and not and her fake friends too. Imagine, along with all the men saying that she's so beautiful and she looks so amazing in the gym hall clothes that she wears, and that. Saying all these things is basically like telling a female that she is a 10 out of 10, implying that there is no room for improvement. And with that mindset, she may have genuinely believed that that is the case, and then therefore she doesn't actually develop any social skills or any more an advanced way of thinking past primary school age and sounding brain dead like how she does now on YouTube. It makes so much fucking sense. It makes so much fucking sense. It makes so much fucking sense now. Seriously, no pun intended, of course. It genuinely makes so much sense to me as to understanding, at least even slightly, as to how she thinks it's acceptable for her to come on camera speaking like that, sounding that monotonous. To me, she doesn't seem like a girl. She seems like to me, she doesn't seem like a woman. She seems like a grown-ass girl, and that's not a compliment. To me, it just seems like mentally she still sounds like a girl, when also those poses when she flexes her biceps and that, and the face she pulls, it doesn't seem like doesn't seem womanly. And me personally, I'm not interested in dating a female like that. I'm interested in dating a woman that does have her health together, a woman that actually trains like all of her body rather than just her bum. Someone like Georgia Daniels, who's willing to keep it real and be honest with herself. And you can tell, like, there are signs that she's being very truthful with herself, like not wearing makeup in any of the videos at all, really. Not only that, but she's physically built. She's not a damsel in distress, and that right there is the sort of woman I'm looking for. I'm not looking for a bum that can't even protect herself. So if she was getting her shit fucked up because she was chatting shit, then she'd be trying to cry out for help and that if I'm there. No, you were chatting your shit. Be prepared to fight and be prepared to know how to fight. Georgia Daniels, just simply off her physique, looks like she'd be more likely to know how to fight compared to Liz Hale. Like, Georgia Daniels looks like she could do some fucking martial arts, serious judo or karate, taekwondo damage, just simply based off her physique. She looks like, just based off her physique, she looks strong. She looks so strong, mentally and physically, and she looks like she could protect herself. And that's the sort of woman I'm looking to date. So I wouldn't be like, oh my god, Liz Hale, she's got a fat ass. Yes, beautiful. No, I'm not gonna be one of those people that fuel her having a 10 out of 10 mindset. That could mean that she becomes complacent. She thinks complacently due to basically being way too sexually attractive for her own good. Visually speaking, according to physical beauty standards in the West. Not only that, but she's white as well. Like, I think in the Western world, we may be conditioned to like white females in particular as heterosexual men. Like with the like white Barbie dolls being seen as more sexually attractive compared to the black ones. They're just more so they're in the background. You don't touch them. You don't touch them. But I wonder why that is. I wonder why that would be. What? Why? Why is that? I don't know. I don't know. I do care though, because that may help me further understand how the world works. Why is it that white females in particular, may be seen as like the most sexually attractive race in the West? I don't know, but I do care. It would help me understand quite a few things that I may not even know that I'd want to understand. That didn't make sense. Things that I might want to understand without even consciously knowing it. That made sense. That me thinking this way and actually thinking it out on videos really helped me understand that I am not in any way interested in describing how I think about females, or males for that matter, with numbers, because that, in my opinion, makes it very easy to disregard describing their characteristics in detail by saying, I think she's this for this reason. For example, this happened and I therefore think this because of it. If you're describing someone's beauty with numbers, it seems like people are more inclined to just leave it at that and not explain themselves, because of all of the videos that I've watched and don't remember clearly, and everything that's just that I've watched in overall, and that I may have seen in the comments without even consciously remembering it, but it being there in the subconscious mind. I feel very grateful that I've actually spoken about this. I feel very grateful that I've spoken about this, but we are not done yet, because I remember talking about Jean Watts, and I wanna speak about her real quick. So I'll end this clip here and then move on to the next one. Before I do, I actually have Alex, ALEXX Cole, COLL, on the YouTube feed, and to me it seems like she's just, her social skills don't really seem all that. She seems rather socially inept, not in terms of how she interacts with people in particular, but more so how she speaks. It seems like she uses fillers a lot, like and like, when she's explaining herself, or not really explaining herself, just talking. For example, if I were to say, using the word like, how I'm going to use it now. I really like this bottle because, like, oh no, that may be confusing. I really love this bottle because, like, it might be BPA free. Using the word like in that sort of context, not actually saying that you like something, but saying it more so as filler, because you aren't sure of what you want to say. Instead of saying like as in I like something, you're saying it as in just another way of saying just like how I have now. I wouldn't mind if it was very rare, but it's not, and that's a part of the issue with that. Hey, the audacity of me to talk about her saying that, and then me saying that. Come on, the audacity. But anyway, for me, no, not but anyway, no. For me, that is extremely rare, but for her, you could hear her use it in that way multiple times, and I do have an issue with that, because to me, because she says it so many times in a video, using the word like in that way, like another word of saying another way of saying it seems like she can't really explain herself clearly. And if you think of, especially as a heterosexual man, if you think of females saying she's a 10 out of 10 just simply of how she looks, combined with makeup, combined with potentially Botox around the eyebrows, combined with the nose job that makes her nose look less crooked, combined with the lip filler,
combined with the arse implants maybe, and combined with the breast implants maybe, so that she doesn't look like an A-cup 12-year-old prepubescent child, you just might overlook. I'm not talking about Alex in particular when I say that. I'm just saying female in general. You might just overlook her ability to explain herself, and how, and like characteristics that we as men in the dating sphere are basically just meant to have off the jump, are meant to sound interesting. Like the audacity of me stereotypically saying, there's that stereotypical belief that guys on Tinder have to be interesting. However, it's not that same way for females. And in my opinion, it should be, because the both of us, both males and females, should be socially adept. Why wouldn't you want to be socially adept? In order for us to be healthy, we must be socially healthy as well. And that means being able to talk to people. A part of that entails knowing how to articulate ourselves clearly, regardless of gender. So, in my opinion, for the sake of us being able to be socially healthy, and therefore at least more healthy in general, both males and females should know how to explain themselves clearly with logic, rather than predominantly thinking from an emotional standpoint, regardless of how much more challenging that may be for females on average, due to them having a lot more estrogen in them than us, or however it works.
Yeah, I'll leave out speaking about Gene Watts for the part 2, because this is just getting ridiculously long. I say ridiculously long because it just seems like I'm not going to upload it if I don't end it here. So even though I thought I was going to make this a part 1 and a 1-part video and a 1-part video only, I'll make it more than 1 part, probably only a 2-part video, because I'm sensing, because it's like 6:15 when I'm recording this last clip here, that I'm not going to upload this video, because I just keep on scrolling through the CapCut timeline, thinking about wanting to speak of Gene Watts when in reality I won't do it, because the brain power it's been used up. It's been used up. Not only that, but I want to make a productivity video for today, so I'm gonna make that instead. I'll probably upload this first. I'll press the upload button on this video first, get this done, get this final project on the camera roll first, and then make that short productivity video, depending on how long it takes. I don't know, but yeah, I'm gonna make it, because I need to make it, because I want to improve my productivity so that I stay on track with actually living the life that I want to lead, in the sense of improving my financial literacy, and also more mainly that PT route that I'm taking. But anyway, yeah, I'll leave it at this for now, because it seems like I'm not going to actually upload this video if I don't end it here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll see you lot later. If you enjoyed it, if you didn't enjoy it, mate, I can't control that. So hey, your mum. But yeah, I'm gone. I'll see you in the part 2 of this video.